Hey everybody, it is Monday, December 19th. Oh yeah, it's the last week before Christmas. Welcome to everybody. As you know, my counterpart, John Evans, he is off today. Got kind of a late start on this because I was working. And as many of you know, I work for WVLT now, so we had a busy day. But got to thank them first off. Got to thank WVLT for allowing us to use their weather. Go download their 2 apps. We'll talk about that more later. More importantly, got to show you this. Yeah, it's Christmas week, and a big Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from all of us here at Small Town Network. Got to thank my buddy Howard Howell for making that graphic. Appreciate him for doing that. But as I said before, John Evans is off today, but we are going into Things to Do, which is brought to you by Mr. John Evans at Evans Financial. And that's 103 South Front Street right here in downtown Rockwood. We always say it's across from what used to be the park in downtown Rockwood. Again, another thing that John and I always say is that if you don't have a face to go along with the person that's in charge of your investments, and he does all kinds of different stuff. He has choices for brokerage, mutual funds, retirement solutions, stocks and bonds, managed accounts, and education savings. And just give John a call at any of those numbers there, or just stop by and see him again right in downtown Rockwood. Saw a cool thing today. Didn't get to share a video with you, but if you watch WVLT, I'm sure you'll get to see it. But the last thing I covered tonight was at the Children's Hospital. The Knoxville Police Department, Fire Department, even the state troopers were out there. But they did a cool little thing. They did a lap around the hospital, a couple laps. They had the ladder truck and all that, and they had their lights and sirens all going. And all the kids that were in the hospital could watch from the little walkover bridge that goes over the road. Very cool. So if you want to see some video of that, again, go check out WVLT. We were actually live on Facebook. So if you follow them on Facebook, you saw that already. But it was very cool. Really cool thing. You could see the kids in the windows with the glow sticks. It was really awesome. But as always, here is your Harriman Public Works fall leaf pickup. Looks like the next area is still downtown area through the 23rd. Then they're off for Christmas break, and then next week they'll be in the West Hills and South Harriman area. Also, Bluegrass Jamming Sessions at the Bradbury Community Club. As always, every Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., $2 admission. There are snacks and food available for purchase, and if you have any questions, call Marie at 458-3703. Also on Wednesdays in downtown Harriman, don't forget about Food Truck Wednesdays. And you can actually look up Food Truck Wednesdays on Facebook. They don't update it fast enough for us to get it on this show, who they have each week. But they usually let you know on Tuesday who will be there on Wednesday. So check that out. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the 400 block of North Rome Street. As always, the Oasis Children's Program at First Presbyterian Church here in Rockwood. And that's a weekly Bible school for kids pre-K through 5th grade. And that runs 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So go check that out. We've been talking about it for a month now. But it's finally your chance. On the 23rd, you can see It's a Wonderful Life. And this is at the Princess Theater. They have their Christmas 2022 at the Princess, and on Friday you can go to see the actual movie for It's a Wonderful Life, and that is so cool, and I believe it's free. So check that out. You can't miss that. Our local school news is brought to you by The Shop, right across the street from Wilk Production Studios, 205 West Rockwood Street. And you can get your hair done by a few different ladies in there. You can get your hair done by Amber. Call and make an appointment with her, 466-2395. Or you can call Evelyn at 354-0501. Or you can call Larissa at 441-1277. And they support local all the time, and we appreciate if you support them. There's just a little brief sample of their rates, but you can't really beat it. A basic haircut, $15. Haircut, shampoo, and a style, $25. $15 for men, $12 for kids. They do the colors, the highlights, all of that different stuff. So you can even get a perm over there. So not much going on in school news, as you know. Based on that calendar right now, we're right in the middle of the Christmas break that started. They had a half a day on Friday, and then no school today through January 1st. So they're on their Christmas break. If you're planning for the next semester, there is your second semester dates, important dates like spring break, Martin Luther King Day, all kinds of in-service days, Good Friday, holiday, and all that. So if you're planning for the spring and to make a trip when the weather gets nicer, there's your second semester, which is right around the corner. Also the teacher in-service days and all that. Hey, your school lunch, there's no school lunch right now. You're eating at home. But don't forget, folks, so we don't have a Rockwood reporter report today, like we always do on Mondays, because they're not in school. But you can check out their podcast. It's a Tiger Talk podcast. Look for it on Spotify. And that's Mrs. Clement's journalism class, and they do a great job. And they usually always do a report for us. Gotta thank them for that. They work hard. Those kids do the yearbook. They do a report for our class. They do the podcast. They got tons of different stuff going on. So check them out. You can also look up Rockwood High School on Facebook. Now that heads us into weather, which is brought to you by Shape Up, our good friends at 1436 North Gateway Avenue. We call it the Shape Up Plaza, and we're just going to keep doing that until it sticks. But that's a great place to go work out. They got all kinds of different equipment. If you want to do the equipment, they got bikes, the treadmills. You can work out with weights. They also have all kinds of different classes, like cardio classes, toning classes. So sign up for one of those classes and just give them a call at 466-3966. We appreciate Ken and Mary March at Shape Up. And we got to thank WVLT Channel 8 and especially Heather Haley and all the weather crew. They are working hard right now. They've got a lot going on. Pretty massive cold front coming this way. Some Arctic temperatures coming this way. So you definitely want to tune into WVLT. Go download their apps, their news app and their weather app. You can actually even take the news app and base it on your area, and it'll tell you about any of the alerts in your area. Delayed school days, school closings, road closings, traffic, you name it. Go download that. But Heather Haley and the crew are really preparing for some Arctic weather, and here is your 8-day forecast. Not just a light chance of rain here the next couple days, but then it looks like on Thursday and Friday, that's when it's going to be a big change. The rain is going to change to some snow, and you're going to have wind chills on Friday near 0. The high on Friday is 23 degrees, if you can believe that. That is unreal. And again, we're not going to even hit 50 this whole week, so it's going to be quite cold. Here is your current radar, and that's part of the front there. It's just kind of getting started, but it's kind of coming down from the north there. But again, that's the big concern. We might even have a white Christmas. You never know. But again, the big important thing is, keep an extra bottle of water in your car, a blanket. Don't leave your dogs and cats or any animals outside. It is going to be arctically cold. And if you got any loved ones that are by themselves, you might want to check with them and make sure that they're okay and they have everything they need. And again, keep some supplies in your car just in case you break down for some reason, and that way you don't get cold because it's going to be Arctic out there. And if you got loved ones again that are by themselves, make sure they've got what they need. But again, check out all the stories. Check out that that Children's Hospital story on WVLT.tv. You can check that out. It's very awesome. And again, download their 2 apps. And again, tune in to the weather. Heather Haley and all the crew is preparing for this weather. They're trying to see what it's going to do. So again, you can go to WVLT's webpage or download their 2 apps, but they will keep you in the loop on everything going on. All right, that heads us into birthdays. And John's got me in trouble for this one. It's Angela Evans' birthday, and I'm just going to read this to you because if John was here, he would have done this by himself, but instead he's getting me in trouble. But right here it says, today is Angela Evans' birthday. Few people know that John's sister was actually born with a tail. She was always knocking stuff over with it. Finally, his dad said that if she can't learn to use it, like for picking stuff up, he'd cut it off. And that's what eventually happened. But yeah, so John left me with that one. And he's going to get me in big trouble. But a big happy birthday to Miss Angela Evans. She's always watching. We appreciate her. But happy birthday, Miss Angela. And birthdays this week: Shirley Davis, Kay Spakes, Kim Delaney Inman, Terry Jordan, Jessica Griffin Whitman, Jean Layton, John Goddard, Derek Evans, Connie Tommy T.C. Jackson. I'm not sure if that's 4 people or 1. But Charla Bowman, also my buddy Mike Lyles, Nelda Campbell, my biology teacher in high school, Ray Holton. It's his birthday. I spelled his name wrong there. Holly Noel Angel, if that's not a Christmas name, happy birthday to Holly. Jamie Goldman, Jordan Boucher, our buddy James Rogers, he's got a birthday this week. Johnny Green, and here's another one that had a picture. This is Raleigh Weaver, and Raleigh was a professional bike racer and a contestant on The Amazing Race Season 8, owner of the Helen Alpine Village Inn in Helen, Georgia. But a big happy birthday to him. Also noted there earlier that, and John would have probably mentioned this, but Terry Jordan, who is on the birthday list, he kicked a field goal to win the 1976 state championship for Rockwood. So we got some special people there. And hey, here's a big special one wrapping it up. Hey, that's my mom. Debbie Wilk, that's her in the blue. She's always serving at church. And that's my mom there. Happy birthday to my mom. She's got one of those birthdays, and all these people do, where your birthday's right next to Christmas. And you know how that works. It's not always, you don't see them until Christmas and to celebrate their birthday. So they don't get to celebrate their birthday on their day usually. And my mom doesn't live right close to Rockwood. She actually lives out in Sevier County. So I didn't get to see her today, but I will see her this week, of course, for Christmas. So happy birthday to my mom, and happy birthday to everybody. And don't forget, if you have somebody with a birthday, anniversary, any special date, or if you got a sister with a tail, send that in to us, and I'll tell you a little bit how you can do that. All right, just a few things. It's a short episode this week. A few things in our other interest category, brought to you by Country Tonight Theater. And don't forget, go out and check the Country Tonight Christmas show out. They're doing that right now. It is an awesome show. Gosh, miss all the folks out there. And I'm sure they're out there still doing a good job. So no better way to get in the season than Country Tonight Theater. They're at 129 Showplace Boulevard in Pigeon Forge. You can call them at 453-2003. Or you can go to www.countrytonightpf.com. All right, other stuff coming up to do in the next few weeks. You won't have an open ride until January 3rd. No open ride this week, and again, you got over a week and a half before they'll be there. But January 3rd is the next open ride. Also, if you're planning your New Year's Eve fun, we got a couple entries here. You can do the Arrowhead Resort. They're having a Rockin' 80s New Year Bash. That's from 6:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. They've got a live DJ, appetizers. They're going to have 80s music videos, champagne toast at midnight. You can dress in your favorite 80s outfits. And the cool thing is, if you book a room there, your ticket is included to this. Or if you want to buy a ticket separately for this, it's $30 per ticket or $50 per couple. Another cool thing out towards Crossville, the Plateau Bowling Lanes is having their Happy New Year 2023 at 9 p.m. It starts, and your purchase of a lane includes a large pizza, soda or champagne, shoe rental, party favors. So get out and reserve your lane today at the Plateau Bowling Lanes. And that actually sounds like a lot of fun to me. That sounds like a cool time to have your New Year's party at a bowling alley. Also, we've already got stuff coming in for February, but there's a Resilient Gardening Symposium from 8 to 4, and this is right here at the Roane State Community College in Harriman. You can register for that, $30. The tickets are limited, so call now, but you can call them at 376-5558. And again, it's a short newscast. Hate that my buddy John wasn't here. Was gonna be working my buddy Howard Heil in here soon. Excited about that. He's got been on some cool adventures, and we're gonna try to share some of that with you. But flying solo here this Monday, and it's the holiday weekend, so we got a couple things to remind you. First of all, 'tis the season to drive sober. Just be safe this year. You know, there's plenty of other ways to get home, so if you've had a few or you're in no shape to drive, don't do it. Just don't do it. Arrive alive, they used to always say. You can call an Uber. It's so easy to get home. Call a friend, but definitely don't drink and drive. And again, all of us here at Small Town Network and Community News, we hope that you never forget who Christmas is really about. It's not just about Santa. It's about the birth of our Savior. So it's an awesome. It's my favorite holiday. Really appreciate it. Appreciate my buddy John. Can't thank him enough for what he does for us. My buddy Howard and everybody who makes this happen. We've almost been on the air, I say, a year. We're coming up next month on our year that we've been bringing Small Town Network to you, so I appreciate it. So I wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, be safe. And again, from everybody here at Small Town Network, my name is Scott Wilk. I appreciate you guys for watching. Hey, like and share us. Don't forget we got a YouTube page. It's Small Town Network Live on YouTube. But yeah, everybody have a Merry Christmas. It's the best holiday of the year, short of Easter. And I hope you all have a safe, watch out, it's gonna get cold. Download those WVLT apps so you can keep track of all that. But hey, have a Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll see you next Monday. And be safe. Say hello to your family and friends and tell them about the Small Town Network. But you guys have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next week.